Hey crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Monday, December 20th, 2021. Alright, let's get started. One across, actress Raquel. I think there's a Raquel Welch, right? I think that's right. Let's see if we can build off of her here. Lowest of the low. Is that going to be worst, maybe? Act poorly. All right, this is a wordplay clue that's indicated by this question mark here. So with wordplay clues, you have to find a punny answer for the question. So it's not going to be about behaving poorly. That would be kind of the standard reading of this clue. In this case, it's going to be about actually acting poorly, as in stage acting or acting in a movie. And I think the punny answer here is going to be emote. Because when you're emoting, that means you're kind of overacting. Yeah, you're kind of hamming it up. So that's our little pun for that clue. Stockpile. So this is going to be a whole bunch of something. This is a little tricky because stockpile could be a noun or it could be a verb. You can stockpile things, right? I'm not sure what this is going to be. Chew the fat. That's kind of a slang term for having a discussion, right? Maybe it could just be chat. Yeah, that's kind of an informal term for a discussion, right? And that kind of matches the informality of chew the fat. That seems really good. Okay, let's look at these acrosses here. Nebraska City nicknamed the gateway to the West. I gotta imagine that's Omaha. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good in this corner so far. Prince or princess. I think that has to be royal. Let's look at this little across here. Number of provinces in Canada. I think that's 10. That sounds right. Is this going to be lay on? Stockpile? I don't know if I'm familiar with the phrase lay on. I guess you're just laying one thing on top of another? That would be a new one for me. Let's take a look at this first long across. It's probably our first theme answer. Hopefully we'll be able to confirm this O here. Prompt action when things are unraveling. Prompt action. So this is going to be maybe about taking action that kind of rescues the situation. That's very interesting. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Let's look at this down here. Like the good old days. Oh my God. This is kind of a $10 word. This is going to be halcyon. Yeah, they're kind of like idyllic, just like the good old days. Maybe this is going to be a stitch in time. Right? Isn't there an old aphorism that goes, a stitch in time saves 9? Yeah, so maybe it's going to be lay in. Interesting. I haven't heard of that one either. Okay, let's put in stitch in time. I really like that phrase. And this is a very clever clue, right? Because a stitch in time is about sewing. And the clue is asking about unraveling. That was a little bit of a hint there, I think. Very nice. Okay, let's see if we can build on some of these downs here. Obeys. That could be heeds, maybe? Title girl in a bygone MTV cartoon. That has to be Daria. You said it, and these quotation marks mean we need to come up with an equivalent phrase for you said it. I think that could probably be amen. Yeah, you're kind of seconding someone. Fine spray, that could be a mist. Slightly wet is damp. Female French friend, that's an ami. All right, this is another long across. It might be another theme answer or it just might be a regular long answer. Let's see here. Held in high esteem. I think that should just be respected, right? Yeah. It doesn't really feel like a theme answer to me. This kind of feels like a theme answer because it has a very kind of unusual phrase in it. It's very evocative. Yeah, respected just kind of seems like a normal answer to me. Pumpkin seed. That's a pepita, right? Another word for a pumpkin seed. An outback bird is an emu. Means of entry. I'm not sure about this one. A way to get into something? It's not a doorway. A hexagonal bit of hardware? That should be a nut. Blank we cool? Are we cool? Yeah, we're cool. Was in first place? I think that should be lead. And because the clue is asking for something in the past tense, was, we have lead in the past tense in our answer. Those always have to match. Okay, blank retentive, that's anal retentive. Freud could tell you about that. It's good for what ails you. I guess a cure would be good for what ails you. Means of entry. Okay, this is looking like it's going to be access. A very general means of entry. Rear end in slang, I guess could be your tushy. It's a very cutesy bit of slang. Groundbreaking tool should be a hoe if you're gardening. Contains could be has. And let's take a look at our next long across. I imagine this is probably another theme answer. Beat around the bush. Maybe that's hem and haw. This is very interesting. These are both kind of turns of phrase that have words in them that have to do with sewing, right? This has a stitch in it. This has hem in it. Very interesting. It looks like we may have a bunch of phrases that have sewing words in them. Yeah. All right, let's do these downs here. Caustic. So this is going to be like abrasive. I wonder if this is about caustic behavior or if it's literally caustic like an acid would be. Of the highest standard. It's not eminent. I wonder if it's elite. Yeah, it might be elite. Angry with could be mad at. Let's see if we got these right. Cry of pity could be alas, yeah. Relieved of. When you have a word in parentheses at the end of your clue, that means it needs to be able to go at the end of your answer. So I think this could be rid of. That sounds good. One of three in Orion's belt. There's 3 stars in Orion's belt, but it's just asking for 1 star, so it's singular. Okay, so this is looking like it's going to be harsh. Prefix meaning different. That's going to be hetero. Like if you have heterochromia, you have 2 different colored eyes. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get the center here. Watery expanse could be a C. Host Cottom of morning TV. Oh shoot, I've seen this name on Crosswords before. I don't think I'm gonna remember it though. Yeah. One getting dressed for lunch. This is another wordplay clue. So this is not about someone getting a new outfit on for lunch. This is, I think, going to be about salad dressing. You would dress a salad for lunch, right? Another good wordplay clue this Monday. I love it. Okay, a wide-mouthed jug. Another word for a pitcher is a ewer. You see this on Crosswords a lot just because it has a lot of really common letters in it. Okay, shoe bottoms are soles. Still not ringing any bells here. Bundle of money could be a wad. All right, let's take a look at our next sewing theme answer here. Oh, blast. And this is going to be another equivalent phrase. I have a feeling this is going to start with darn. Darning is a verb that means you're sewing something back together, you're patching it together. If you have holes in your socks, you can darn them. So maybe this quote is going to be darn it all. Yeah, that's a good equivalent for oh blast, right? Excellent. Okay, let's see if that's right. Sound from a pug. Like a dog? Is that going to be a snarl? Do pugs snarl? Is this an A? Poetic praise. That should be an ode, right? Maybe it's going to be a snort. Yeah, pugs do snort sometimes, I think. Let's just make sure this is an R. A work of blank that did not begin in emotion is not blank. Cézanne. I think he's probably talking about art here. Yeah, all right, let's get this little Eastern section here. Andrew Wythe portrait subject. Oh my God. I'm not sure. This has been a pretty tough Monday, I have to say. There's been some kind of lesser known references on this grid so far. Counting everything together, that should be in all, I think. Anti-knock fluid. Oh man, this is tough too. I think they're talking about gasoline here. An additive into gasoline so it doesn't knock in your engine. I wonder if it's ethyl. Yeah, they used to put lead in gasoline for that same reason. Let's see if that's right here. In the mail could be sent. Well, blank-de-da should be well la-de-da, yeah. The blank duckling fairy tale. Yeah, that's about the ugly duckling who turns into a swan. So this is Helga. Boy, yeah, I don't know what this is in reference to. And then Salt Lake City athlete is a Ute. Yeah, I think that's the name of the athletes that play for the college in Salt Lake City. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this last sewing theme answer without too much crossing help. Oh, actually, it looks like it's going to be a revealer. What ties everything together, including 20, 32, and 42 across? What ties everything together? This is definitely going to be a phrase about sewing. I'm not sure what it's going to be. It's going to be a phrase that means tying everything together. Maybe it's going to be like with a ribbon. I don't know. That doesn't really have enough to do with sewing for my liking. Let's get a little bit more crossing help here. Let the blank show. Let the blank show. I'm not sure what this is talking about either. Burgle could be rob. Outback animal, I think, is going to be a wombat. We learned an interesting fact about wombats last week. Okay, let's see. Can we get this double B? This is interesting. Pulsating. Yeah, that should be throbbing, right? Very nice. Okay. How air? This is kind of poet speak, so our answer needs to be in poet speak also. So this is however, it's kind of prefacing an exception. So maybe you could say though in poet speak also. Yeah, that looks good. You might do it after stubbing a toe. Holler, yell. What would you do? I think you'd just cry out in pain, right? Feel sorry about could be rue, maybe? You regret something? The H in MPH, that's miles per hour. Okay. Piece with a view. A piece. I'm not sure what kind of piece they're talking about here. This is looking like it might be hop, though. You might hop after you stub your toe, right? Yeah. Piece with a view. Maybe this is let the record show. That's something you'd hear in a courtroom, right? Yeah, this is record. Oh, and this is going to be an op-ed. Ooh, that's a piece of writing with a point of view. That's very tricky. This Monday has definitely been on the tricky side. Wow, this has been a nice challenge. Okay, one of about 93 million between Earth and the Sun. I think that's about the number of miles between those two things. Yeah. Change for a 5 could be ones if we're talking about money. Frequent teenage sensation, that's got to be angst. Yeah. Okay, so we've got ales for brewed beverages in bottles. Very good. And an exam is a test. Yeah. Maybe that's why those teens are so angsty. Okay, so I think I'm starting to see what this theme answer should be. What ties everything together could be a common thread. What a great revealer. This was such a fun Monday theme. All these great everyday phrases that have words in them that have to do with sewing, and then you tie them all together with a common thread. I really loved this one. This is excellent. It even kind of looks like we have a little bit of cross stitch going on here, doesn't it? All right, let's get this last little corner here. Goal of phishing schemes informally. I guess that would be ID theft. Yeah, and it's informally because ID is abbreviated here, identification. Like coincidences that make you go, I guess those could be eerie coincidences, maybe? Fauna's partner could be Flora. Annual theater awards. Those are the Tonys, right? Yeah, those are for Broadway shows, right? Okay, we've got relo here. Move in real estate lingo, yeah. This is short for relocation. Okay. The Evita of Evita, that's Eva Perón, right? She was the first lady of Argentina. Opposite of clean shaven, I guess would be hairy. And then they're symbolized by light bulbs in cartoons. Yeah, that's definitely ideas. And then that leaves us with phi for letter before chi. Oof, Greek alphabet. Another tough clue on this Monday. All right, let's see if that does it for us. All right, a Monday puzzle in 20 minutes. I think that's a good time for us. This was definitely more of a challenging Monday puzzle. Of course, this theme was so excellent. I loved each one of these phrases. A stitch in time is so evocative. Hem and haw is really good. And then darn it all. That's probably something you could say after you stub your toe too. Yeah, darning is definitely a good word to know. It has that kind of double meaning that's very useful on crosswords. I think the only phrase that was actually about sewing was this one. Yeah, the other two kind of had different meanings, but they all had a common thread running through them, that they had sewing words in them. Very nice. The rest of this puzzle was very challenging, actually. It had some tricky wordplay clues in it. This emote wordplay clue was very hard for a Monday. And this salad one was pretty challenging too. And then we had some kind of tricky rare vocabulary. Ewer is a little bit unusual. Halcyon is more of a rare word. I'd never seen lay in before. And also Helga was new to me too. Hopefully we got to see this portrait of Helga. But yeah, overall, even though this was on the tougher side, I really enjoyed this solve. I thought this was a really nicely constructed puzzle. Oh, and we never looked at what this turned out to be. It's Hoda Kotb. Yeah, I have seen that name before, but I'm never going to remember it. It's an unusual name, and I never watch morning television, so this one is going to be hard for me to remember. All right, well, it kind of felt like we had a pleasant little quilting bee today. I hope you enjoyed solving that Monday puzzle along with me. I'm going to be coming back at you tomorrow for the Tuesday puzzle, and I think that's going to do it for now. All right, I'll see you next time.